task 11a in your textbook on page 152. These tasks want you to do a few things. And let's go through these questions and make sure you understand what they require you to do. Now, when you are listening, you should open your textbook and open to page 152 and get a pencil. So now you may pause your video and get ready. Now I continue. The questions read like this. You work for a small garage called Dodgy Dave's Motors. So this is a car dealer and it sells used cars, old cars. And your job is to use a suitable software database package. So it doesn't have to be Microsoft Access. It could be other database applications, as long as you can do the job. Now I highlighted this word here because this is one of the three major tasks you have to do: to import, to assign fields, and change the field names. So in your textbook, I want you to circle with a pencil these three important words. Now you can pause your video and do this circling now. And I continue. Import the file called cars CSV. So what does this mean? That means in the source file folder there is one file, it's called cars CSV. So you should import this file to an access file. So like this, I show you, you come here, go to your access working file. Inside there you should have a chapter 11 source file. So inside here you have two documents and Excel documents. Your job is to convert this one in task 14a to convert the cars file into a database file. So in other words, you have to import this to database. Now this is the file you are working on. So this is an Excel file. It's a flat file or flat file database. So you have to now change it to Access, the relational database. Okay, so this is the first task you have to do. Import the file called cars CSV. So you go to the source file, you will find it and import it. And the second job you have to do is to assign the following data types to the fields. So once you have import this file into database, you will have these headings in the database. Now some of this name is too long, very long. If you look at it on Excel, it's like this, and this space is wasted. Okay, now after you have import this file like this, after you have imported this file to the database, you should not allow a long headings like this. So you should change this heading to a more appropriate one. So like this, the price that we will sell the car for, we can change it to P, purchase price. And this one, you can make it shorter by calling it selling price, or the purchase price. This one, purchase price, and you can change it to selling price. So all these in row 1 in this Excel file, these are the headings. So when you convert these, or when you imported this file to the database Access, you have to change the heading as well. So this is what the task wants you to do. That's this one. Some field names are inappropriate. create an appropriate and meaningful field names for those fields. Also, another thing is important, field. In database, a field means columns. Okay, just here in SS, field means columns. So remember that. And row means record. So this is the name unique to SS. So when they say field names, some field names are inappropriate, they refers to these names. Field, this column. The heading of this column is not appropriate, so you have to change it. Now don't worry about how to do it yet. For now, you try to understand the question first. So this is one thing, you change the heading of each column of the Excel file, and in database SS, you call it field. And also, you have to assign the database data types. This is another task that's unique to SS. So under this column, you have to make it predefined the test type and define it as a test. And the model is a test as well. And under this column, you should format it as numeric, and the number only should have 2 decimal places. The price should have 2 decimal places. And also under this column, that's this one here, this column, the price, you should have 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places, and it should be price. Now the question is, does the car needs cleaning? Obviously, under this column, you only have to say yes or no. So yes or no type of data type is called Boolean or logical. Okay, so the year when the car is built, you should set it as numeric, or it's also called integer. Okay, so this is the explanation of task 11a. So in summary, you have to import a file into the SS from Excel, and after you have imported, you have to do some modifications. That is to assign the appropriate data types. That's these ones, the test, these ones. And in the meantime, you have to change the heading of each column in Excel, and it's also called field in database. So this is the end of the recording. Thank you.